Hey guys, so you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lulushadex and I'm a YouTuber based in Ibadan, Nigeria. And if you've always been coming here to watch my videos, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Make sure that you like, you drop a comment, and then you subscribe before leaving this place. And also turn on my video notification, the bell icon. Just click on it and it will notify you anytime I drop a video, so that you'll be one of the VIPs that watch the video first before other people start seeing it. You already know what we are here to talk about. And I also want to answer some questions that people dropped on the last video I posted about my trip to Benin Republic. So I'm going to start by giving you guys the details of the journey, the amount we spent, how we lodged, the transport fare, the guy that was taking us around, because most people were also asking that question. So I'm going to give a detailed explanation on that. So if you know that you are interested in all that, just keep watching this video. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to tell you guys Benin is a country of blah 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 blah, or is located blah 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 blah. That one, Google will give you other information. I'm here to give you real life story, real life gist of what happened, how it happened, and also what we spent and all of that. And I'm not one of those YouTubers that will cajole you into saying, oh, when I went I spent just 50k, or when I went I spent just 70k. I'm here to give you like brass dose of what happened and how much I spent when we went to Benin Republic. It started by asking a friend of mine that schooled in Benin Republic about details. I asked her details, that how does it look like, and also what about the beach, where can you lodge, affordable accommodation, and all of that. So she started by telling me that that the currency is now bad though, that is really terrible now. As at the time that we went, exchange rate was 907 sefa to 1,000 naira, meaning that like you're even getting lower than the money that you're exchanging with. And she was like, lot of things are going to be expensive. So she gave me a contact of someone that she knows when she was in Benin Republic, that's Cotonou to be precise. She said the person has a transport company, and they help transport you from your hotel to any other place you want to go to or pick you up. So instead of you having to climb bike or having issues with transportation or asking around of where you are going to, you have like someone already there that is going to do that for you. So she gave me the number of the person, so I sent a message to the person, and I also had to ask for details concerning accommodation, and it was like, oh, that he can also help with that. He gave me details, the amounts and all of that, and the one we picked was 35k per night. It was a bedroom and parlor. When we were going, we booked a bus ticket from ABC. I'm going to also drop the link in the description box, and it was for 15,000 naira from Lagos to Benin Republic. You can go to Benin Republic through 3 means, that's either by boat, by road, or by plane. So that plane, it was really expensive. You know how crazy tickets are now, like very expensive. And then by boat, I wanted to go by boat sincerely. I want to experience it, but the person I was going with has phobia for water, so we couldn't go. So we had to like book bus ticket to Cotonou. So we had to leave Ibadan to sleep in Lagos a night before. If you watch the full vlog, you will understand what I'm trying to say. But in case you've not seen it and you're watching this one first, I would just advise you go back to that and watch it first, then you come back here so you understand better. We had to sleep in Lagos. Then in the morning, the time on our ticket was 6:30 or 6 a.m. So when we got there, we showed them our passport, and they stamped it. So they said, because mine was a virgin passport, I've never used it before, that was like the first country I'm going to, I paid the sum of 3,000 naira because they are stamping it for me. And my partner too paid 3,000 naira, and that she was not using a virgin passport. She has traveled to, I think, Dubai, Mauritius, or some other places before, but she has traveled before. But me, that was my first time, and they still collected the same amount from us, which was really annoying. So when we were done with that, they collected all our passports and they gave it to the driver. So they weighed our box, and if your box is more than 15 kg, I think it's 300 naira per kg. So you have to like multiply by any additional kg that is on your load, then you pay it. I paid another sum of 1,000 naira because of that extra kg. Guys, you know that I mentioned it that my husband has to be ready to be spending extra kg because I will overpack. I don't have anything. I don't have, it's not like I have close like that though, but I always like packing for in cases. When we got to Seme border, searched us, like the driver will come down, bring down all the load, open them, and they will check it one by one. Guys, the other patrol officers that we met on the road, they were more than 15. I am not capping, I am not joking, I am not kidding, I'm not whining people. It was like 15. Like, imagine them stopping us on the way 15 times. I didn't mean that there was nobody stopping us. I'm very sure within 2-3 hours we would get there, but because of the way they were stopping us, checking the bags and all of that, it took time before we got to where we were going to. It even got to a point that they had to, my other partner Ayaba, they had to call her to calm down, that they saw some dirt in our bags and they want to know if what this is like. They wanted to twist it as if it's drugs, or she added something to the bag and all of that. So they had to call me, and I was like, oh, this is obviously dirt, that it is not it's not drug or something. She doesn't look like a drug dealer, so what is all this? So later on, I think she said they were asking for money or something. I can't remember, because they told me to go back to the boss and they were still talking to her, but I can't remember what really happened. But the released us, then we started the journey again. And then the driver also told us that if you have any bone straight, you have any hair in your bag, you have to remove it, because they will burn it at the border if they see it. I don't know why they do that, but they said if they see you pack any human hair or anything, that they are going to burn it, thinking that maybe you want to come and sell it there or something. I don't know what that means, but got so good. I was on braid and she was also on braid. Was she on braid? Yes, I think she was on braid. So when we got to ABC office at Cotonou, I called the guy that was gisting with that. I said, did I say gist? I love gist so much. What I'm doing right now is gisting people, but I called the guy and then he came to pick us up. Guys, they spot my box. Why them? I said, why them? Why they were bringing down the box, opening them and all. Guys, they spoiled my box. Like, I don't know, you guys will even notice in that video, the handle removed. Like, it was already weak, you know, them dropping the bag, checking it out, it was already weak. So when I was trying to lift it to enter the ABC office, it's removed, and that actually spoils my mood for that day. Because imagine me traveling with a good box and I'm coming back with nonsense, and the zip of the box too got spots, because you know they had to open the box and show them what was inside. So the zip got spots and all. Came to pick us up, and then we entered, we started the gist. I was that the way both of them were talking is as if they know each other, but they don't know each other, because I was the only one that knew the guy. Not knowing that there was a time I screenshotted my chat with the guy, I sent it to her. So she picked the guy's number and she said that she wants the guy to book a 5-star hotel, a 4-star hotel rather. Is it 4-star or 5-star? I think 5-star is when they have their own water factory or something. I shall know there are basic things you have to have before they can call you 5-star. But I don't think they add a water factory or something. I don't know, but I think it's a 5-star hotel because it's actually really nice and it's one of the best hotels in Cotonou. So then told him that I want to surprise her and all, apparently because she was owing me a date in Ibadan and she wanted to take me out, and I don't know, was it that I wasn't around or something, I can't remember. Then because I said I wanted to create content for the skincare brand I influenced for, so she was like, the person that wanted to stay, that it won't really make sense for the content. And trust me guys, I already had that calculation in my head that okay, 35k divided by 2, that's like one person will pay like, well, each will pay like 17.5 or so. Then like 3 days will stay like 3 days or 4 days. Then the remaining money will be for food and all of that. Transport was already sorted, and the rest of the money I'll remove transport going back and also like that. So that was my plan, not knowing that auntie has already booked us for a 5-star hotel. So on getting there, we shall start at the reception, and then she was like, tell him, she was telling the guy that tell her. I was like, tell her what? Like, I don't understand. Then the guy was like, okay, actually, your friend will surprise you. I just started crying. I can be very emotional, guys. I can be very, very emotional. So I started crying because I was not expecting it. Me and her were not that close. You guys understand? So it was even the trip that made us go closer. We're not that close. Don't really chat. Don't really talk. Just a once in a while thing. But we vibe a lot. I love her vibe and she loves my vibe. So I was not expecting that someone like that would want to do that kind of thing for me. So I cried, and then when we got to the room, did the room tour, then the room per night was 75,000 naira, guys. The room that we stayed was 75,000 naira per night. That's like multiplied by 2 or multiplied by 3 of the previous place we wanted to stay, and we were there for like 3 days. So I had to transfer all the money I had on me because I was already feeling somehow that that this guy is paying like extra 100k or so. If normally now if you want to add all the money together, like we're supposed to stay in an apartment that is 35k, and per night, let's just say each person pay 18k, so it was supposed to be around that 50 something thousand per person. So if we should add it together, that means she's going to add like extra 80k or 100k to the money for us to stay in that 5-star hotel. So I was already feeling somehow. I was not feeling comfortable because I'm this kind of person, I don't really like it when I accept things from people, and I don't like feeling like a burden, in summary. So I started feeling bad, and I just had to transfer the money in my account to her, that she should just take it and let's just handle it, instead of me sending her lesser. But I had to like send everything so that at least I did little and all. Then she was like, I should not feel that way, that she just wants to do it, that I see this one, that something that people want for free, that me I'm rejecting it, that me I'm feeling bad. I'm not supposed to feel bad, but you know me, I felt bad in a way. But it was not something that I was supposed to feel bad about. But because the kind of person that I am, I'm not used to taking things from people. I'm not used to people giving me stuff. I'm used to working and getting stuff myself. So it was just somehow to me. So but I was so happy she did it, and I'm so happy that she made me feel good about it, because we actually had a discussion about it, that babe, this is how I feel about this stuff. And she was like, no, I shouldn't feel that way and all. So to scrap that, let's continue. So that was the amount we paid for the hotel. So the guy that was taking us around, a day was 40,000 naira. Yeah, 40,000 naira per day. So if you want to like book the cab per day, like to take you throughout that day, you have to pay 40,000 naira, and if it's half a day, it's 20,000 naira. So when we got there that day, so he came to pick us up. So when we got to the hotel, we told him that I want to just shower, like freshen up, and then in the evening he can come and pick us up. Then we went to a rooftop lounge. So that day we're expecting that we are going to pay like half a day, which we did. Then the second day too, we went to, that was the day we went to La Campe Resort. So when we got there, it was raining. We couldn't do anything, guys. It was so annoying. It was so painful. We couldn't do anything. And the place was like 3 hours. Is it 3 hours or 2 hours from Cotonou itself? It was like, let me just say, it's like another town to that place. So he charged 40,000 naira for that. Let me just say that the transport fare was actually one of the things that spoiled our journey. And on a norms, yeah, if it's not like it's a place that you don't really know, I would suggest that maybe you should just take a bike when you go. Do you guys understand? When you go there, I will advise you take a bike. Don't take cab or anything, because it was too much. The money was too much. Then imagine us spending like 100k or close to on transport. So it was too much, and I would advise that if you have a plan of going, unless you have the money, you can take a cab. And I'll also try and drop the guy's number in the description box. I'll have a discussion with him first. Should I drop it or not? I'll drop it. He was even saying that he gave us discount because he knows me. He knows the person that referred me to him, so he can't do the person bad. But in all, the guy was a good guy. He really made us feel comfortable, but the money for the cab was just too much. But you know, it is his business, so it's not his fault, so he has to earn. So that was it. On feeding or on food, we're not really eating that well. We were eating once in a day. Yeah, if I can remember very well, we're eating once in a day. And we went to, there's this African restaurants that we went to. So both of us were spending like 5,000, 7,000 naira. What was the first transfer? I think the first transfer, I sent 775 or so to the girl, because they can also accept transfer from your naira, but you have to convert it to sefa. So now, if your food normally was 5,000 naira, 5,000 sefa, so if you want to make a naira transfer, you have to convert the money to naira. Then I sent like 7,500 naira or so for the food. Then the next day too, I think it was the same, but we didn't really spend much on feeding. We're just spending a lot on transportation. I think that was the major thing that actually took our money. So then most of the places we're going to, we're taking pizza because they were not really having much stuffs. And then the last restaurant that we went to, we spent close to like 8k or so on feeding as well. So we transferred to the guy because it was the one that paid himself for that day. So we transferred to the guy because it was literally with us. Whenever we call him that we are ready, he'll come, take us out, then bring us back. So it was with us, like wherever we go to. Major gist of this thing, that I said something bad happened. So the last day, he said he wanted to take us to the club, and you know, we're so happy that we're going to the French club. So at night, Ayaba was already feeling somehow that she doesn't want to go at all, but because we already promised the guy, I was like, oh no, we can't disappoint the guy, so we have to go. So we dressed up and then we went to the club. So on getting there, he took us to the VIP session. I think he's a good, that was, I said, he's a good guy, and he's also quite popular too in Benin. So when we got there, we could see people greeting him. It was that day, all the bees were all on him. That was what he said. He just wanted to like make us feel good. He sat down, then they brought NSC, they brought drinks, and they were like, ooh. Me and Abai were like, hey, what's going on here? We're just so excited that he treated us really well. And so we had like a personal guard, a personal bouncer that was at our table. Our table was like in the middle of the club. I noticed that there was an extra phone on the table. I know Ayaba had 2 phones, but I don't know the phone. She's always holding it, but I've never collected her phone before and check it or anything. So I don't know how her phone looks like. I only know about her iPhone. So on the table, there was, so when the lady brought the NSC and all, so that the guy that took us there, that's our cab guy, his name is Dami. He saw the phone and he showed me and he was like, Shade, who owns this phone? I was like, I don't know that. The phone is not for us. That maybe the girl that brought the drink. So I stood up, then I went to give the bouncer that, I think the girl that had this, that brought the NSC, forgot her phone, so give it to her. So the bouncer collected it and went to show Ayaba that who owns this phone. Then Ayaba said it's not for her. Then the dummy guy too said it's not for him. So we saw the guy going to the counter. Is it the counter? Is there a counter in the club? But Isha went to the bar. Yes, he went to the bar. So we go and give it to, we saw him go there to go and give it to the guy. Then he came back. So when we were leaving, when we left, so when on getting home, Ayaba didn't still see anything. It was the next day when I woke up that she was like, oh Shade, you can't believe that it was my phone that we gave to the bouncer yesterday. I was like, oh my god, I started feeling terrible that that your phone. But the guy was just trying to flash it at us that she not said that she didn't even know that she has forgotten. You know, we're already having fun, dancing and all of that. So like we didn't even know, like she didn't know that it was her phone. So this was when the whole drama started. It should be easy since we're the one that gives to the bouncer. And it's not like he stole it. It's not like the bouncer took it. We went to give it to him, to give it to the girl that came to bring drink. Shebi is good at that somebody's doing. That's how we started calling on the bouncer. So they said they did not see any phone. They did not give them any phone. It got so good. I made a snap video of the guy. You know me, I just wanted to video the table and also the bouncer. So we were able to know the exact bouncer that was at our table, which we sent to the owner. So they brought the guy. They said, oh, they called the guy, and the guy was like, the phone is not with him. He returned it back to us. Hey guys, hey, he said he returned phone back to us. I was like, return phone back to us? We literally gave you this phone. If you return this phone back to us, there's no point in us trying to drag anything with you, because sincerely, we are the owner. So how will you return a phone back to us and we'll still be claiming that we didn't see it? Guys, we thought it was a small matter. This guy was doing 2 jobs. We went to the second place he's working. When we got there, he started denying. He started pointing at me that he gave me back the phone, that he returned the phone back to us. Later on, he said that it was Ayaba. He gave it to, you know, he just started. You would just know that he was lying. So the guy that was with us was saying, I didn't mean that I'm not with them now. I would say that they are both lying, but I was with them throughout. You didn't come to meet any of them. We didn't even go to meet any bouncer. Who we sabi? We don't even know how to speak French. So how are we now going to go there and start saying, oh, give us phone or anything? We said, okay, Shebi, there is CCTV at the club. Let's go back to the club and go and check. We shall took the guy, and all of us, we went to the club. On getting to the club, they said they don't know how to operate. They don't know how to check for the CCTV. That in fact, where we were seated, there was no CCTV there. Hey, God, I beg. Hey, my body was already shaking. Ayaba was not talking again. I started feeling like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, Shade, what have you done? Like that, God, I started feeling so terrible. I was like, Ayaba, if you want to insult me, insult me. If you want to talk to me. But the fact that you're quiet is affecting me and all. She was not like, that there's nothing she can say now. That is not even the phone that is the issue. That the phone is an old phone. That the camera is not even working again. That is just the content, our wedding pictures and some other things that are there. That's everything that is paining her. That didn't make she even know she would have dropped the phone at the hotel. But because she wants to play game and is on the phone, like if she's playing, you know, Candy Crush now, if your time is out, like you can back the dates and start playing from the other phone. So that was why she held the phone. I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Guys, the guy denied it. So we couldn't go that day again, because we're supposed to leave the second day after the club. We're supposed to leave the next day. So we couldn't go that day. We had to go and lodge in another hotel. But this one was just like a random hotel by the beach, and we had to lodge again. Imagine us not really having money again. We had to lodge. So we just slept there that day. We slept at the hotel. Went back to the club again. They still said that they didn't see blah 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 blah. So we had to leave Benin that day. So for that day, we already told the dummy guy that we need a private cab that will take us outside the border, because if you're in a commercial bus, that's when they'll be stopping you. But if you're in a private cab, the stopping won't be really much. But the guy that took us outside the border was like a military guy, so they were seeing him and they were not stopping him because he's a military guy. So that was like a plus for us when we left. So there was no stopping, there was no searching, because it was a military guy and he was not driving us. So he dropped us at the border. Then there was already another cab waiting for us there that Dami already booked. So the guy took us to Oshodi. So for all this whole thing, we paid 45k. Go back to Lagos from Benin. Oshodi back to Ibadan, 3,000 naira. So guys, in conclusion, if you want to go to Benin, I'll just say individually, just owed like 200k if you want to have like a soft life. And please don't go during rainy season, because we couldn't visit a lot of places because it was raining like heavily. And most of those places, you have to, if you want to do kayaking, you can't do kayaking in the rain. Like, you can't do a lot of things in the rain. So we couldn't do a lot of things because it was raining. And we're even lamenting and complaining in one of my videos, my vlog, we're complaining. And also, please, I don't want to say Benin people are thieves or something. I don't want to say that, but please just make sure that your phones or anything, any gadgets, when you go anywhere, just make sure that they are always in your bag and you don't have to forget anything. And also, they speak majorly French there. So it's really crazy, guys. Thank God for the guy that was with us. He's a Yoruba guy, so he knows how to speak French a bit, and he also understands us. So that's basically it, Sha. That's basically it. If you want a 5-star hotel, just plan like 75k per day. And if you want like a normal accommodation, like 35k per day. And if you want a cab, 40,000 naira per day and 20,000 naira half a day. What else? For food and all of that, in all, just 200k per person. Just plan that, because going there 15k for transport, coming back like 45k divided by 2, let's just say 20 plus. So just plan all those things together and you will enjoy yourself. And to make it easy, I'm going to drop the guy's number in the description box. And if you have any other question that I can type, just drop it in the comment section and I'm going to reply you. I'm sure I've answered all the questions that I saw in the comment section. I have. Yes, I have. Most people were asking for the guy's number. Most people were asking that how much did we spend. Most people were saying how much was your still. So I've spoken about all those things. Guys, this video is so long. It's so long, but at least you listening, hearing it now is better than you having this imagination that, oh, I'm not going to spend more than 50k, 100k. It's just me telling you now that, my sister, you're gonna spend more than that. Just me telling you. And also, beware of stealers or thieves, or beware of thieves in Benin. That's what I'm going to say. So guys, if you love this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you drop a comment for your baby before leaving, and turn on the bell notification before leaving, so that whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first to see it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Till next time, bye.